Something that is really hard for traders to understand and accept deep inside is the cyclical nature of the market and of trading. We are being brought into the game with the fantasy and with the desire for consistent profitability without really knowing what consistent profitability is. And only after you're trading for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, then you actually realize that your profits are going to come in a cyclical manner. There is no consistent profitability like make 10K a month or make 10% a week or make this much R and this, and all of these promises are just basically lies. So why am I talking about this? Because I every single week I reflect on certain things based on my trading or based on a session that I had with a member. And the last 2 weeks, by the time of this recording, have been extremely choppy. And for example, myself, I have been pretty break even. I actually took one loss last week, and then this week I just took one break even. And at periods like that, many traders, especially new traders, they might start thinking like, okay, this strategy doesn't work. This guy is only taking one trade a week. This guy is only taking 5 trades a month, so he's not profitable. He's not doing great. And then what you end up doing is you end up kind of trying to go find another strategy, or you go for a scalping approach. So for example, in this week's webinar that I had with the team, one of the members asked about if it's a good idea to learn about scalping to supplement his training. And actually this member, he just got funded 2 phases and he just got a payout from FTMO, right? And right now, because we had like 2 very slow weeks, he's suddenly thinking, okay, I have to start scalping because these last 2 weeks I didn't make money and I stayed at break even. And in order to potentially support these kind of data, I would like to take you to something that I'm doing every single week since June. And this is kind of a performance ledger for the Fanatic way. Now, these are not executed trades. Maybe probably 90% of these trades are executed, but these are valid, systematically valid setups that are provided based on the Fanatic way strategy. So what you can see actually for this week, it's pretty customizable. It's made with AI. I'm not a coder. It's pretty much, you can see we have 4 setups and a beautiful result of 4.8 R. However, if I scroll down a little bit, what you're going to see is that all of these profitable trades came in Asia, Asia, Asia. So basically, if I remove Asia, because I personally live in Europe, so I'm not trading Asia because that for me is like a 2 a.m. All right, in the evening. Zero, one setup, which is basically the break even that we took. And now, of course, if I go to breakdown, every single trade is journaled. So there it is. There's, for example, my trade, of course, with proof of execution. However, when you have, for example, a week like that, and also the previous week was like this, you're like, okay, this shit doesn't work. I have to start looking to change something. But where really the message that I want to bring you to right now is that it doesn't matter what actually happened this week. What matters is what is happening week over week, month over month, and year over year. Because if I pull out the lifetime statistics, so these statistics start in the week of June 15th, when I actually decided to really start tracking every single valid setup that the strategy provides. So when, for example, we have somebody that says maybe the strategy doesn't work, or this, or we don't have enough trades, or this or that, there they are, all right? And all of these are journaled trade by trade, where you can see them, for example, right here. Okay, so for example, you can immediately click on it, and then it's gonna bring you to Discord, and it's gonna bring you to the exact trade that was, for example, in this case, that is an executed trade by me, right? 1.2 hour on gold with explanations for everything. And if you zoom out like this, what you see happening is, for example, sure, we have right now 2 choppy weeks, but for example, right now there are 76 setups executed, and this has returned a total R of 50%. Now, this is New York, Asia, and London combined with gold, GU, and EU. Now, but let's just think about this for a second, right? These are 76 setups starting from June. Right now is the middle of August. So basically June, July, August, for 2 months, the textbook performance, if you're trading absolutely everything, is 50R. So why do you allow, for example, 1 week of break even, or 1 week of losing, or even 1 month of sluggishness to tell you, all right, this doesn't work, I need to go scalping? And that is the trap. What you have to realize is, for example, some weeks you're going to make 6R. Some weeks you're going to absolutely crush it with a 10R. But in some weeks, they're going to be 2R. Some weeks, they're going to be like a little bit less. And if I, for example, exclude Asia, and if I exclude, for example, say I'm only trading gold and EU, suddenly I have 35 setups. But again, for 2 months, do you think that a 21R is a good return? I personally think so, but you can see once again, you have periods where it's just like an absolutely beautiful winning streak. But then you have a little bit of a break even here. You can see since we reached the top, then we kind of didn't really cross above, then we slowly started to go up. And again, as I said, 1 week you're gonna make 2R. Good. This is basically what I really want to do. I want to catch 2 good trades a week that are gonna net me an average, let's say 2 to 3R, because that's what, according to me, sustainable trading is. Some weeks you're gonna make 2R, some weeks you're gonna make 5R beautiful, some 3, some you're gonna lose -2, some you're gonna be at 0, some you're gonna be at +1. That is the cyclical nature of trading, right? If you also think about, let's say, a strategy, because this strategy, the cyclicality, if that's a word, of this strategy is that we are mainly looking for high quality trades, for example, from daily or from 4 hourly zones. If you are a scalper who is trading on the 1 minute time frame every single day, your cyclicality is gonna look differently. You're gonna have trades every single week, but then maybe 1 week. So I can immediately show you, for example, my scalping performance here with some apex funded and some challenges as well, right? You can see overall, so since this started tracking, it was in what is that, February 21st, and today is what is it, 12th of August. So don't look at the P&L, all right? Doesn't matter, I don't care. You can look into it, but basically what you see, for example, is August so far is break even. Last month was a losing month for me. Again, just full transparency. There it is. I actually had a break here, 2 weeks. Then the previous month was positive, not by a lot, but it was positive. Previous month, small loss. The previous month, 1.54. Beautiful, right? So that's a big winning month. You can see trades almost every single day. But again, where the cyclicality comes right here is that in April, you're going to make this beautiful amount. Then in May, you're going to kind of pull back a little bit. Then in June, you're going to go up a little bit, but not by much. And then here you're going to maybe have a losing streak, which is perfectly fine. Then you're going to have a break-even month. Then you're going to have a profitable month. And just so, for example, it goes there. March, absolutely break-even. February, another kind of okay month. January, look at that shit here, right? So, for example, one of these months is going to put you so much ahead that for the rest, you just have to maintain and stick to that cyclical nature of trading, right? So this is what I wanted to show you here, right? So if you're inside, let's say you want to trade gold and GU instead of EU, you can see GU is actually giving you a worse performance, right? And you can see GU here, because if you actually go and check out the price action of GU, it has been extremely choppy. And you can see if you trade GU, you make 17. If you trade EU, you make 21. So basically you're better on trading EU. And if you only trade gold in Asia, right, you're making a 22R over 27 setups with a really nice win rate. All right. So basically, this is what I wanted to show you, and to also prove the cyclical nature of the markets, we can also look at investing. All right. So I'm going to show you here. This is actually my portfolio. It's in Simple Pro that app. It's a free thing. I am going to upgrade to potentially look at year over year and then monthly, but I started investing, as you can see, in so my first transaction was in November 7, 2019. So I've been investing for, what's that, for 7 years right now. And I literally started investing before COVID, right? So there I just started, boom, COVID came and bang, right? And my portfolio went down 26%. If at this time I said, well, that shit doesn't work because I had 2 losing months, because my portfolio went into drawdown and I don't understand investing as a long-term game, I could have said, well, all right, I'm gonna ditch that investing thing. I'm gonna go learn how to scalp, or I'm gonna go learn how to do drop shipping or anything like that. All right. Because again, as you see, then the market slowly started recovering. My portfolio just started getting a little bit higher. So I went from -26 to plus 21% return on my portfolio. Then guess what happens? We get the 2022 to 2023 bear market, which was with very high inflation. It was an inflationary bear market, and when you have inflationary bear markets, they are very slow and they're a very big drag. So as you can see here, since 2022 all the way until kind of the beginning of 2023, and even all the way towards the middle of 2023, my portfolio didn't move. So since 2022 all the way here to 2023, I was still at the same 20%. And at that time, again, you can see the cyclicality of investing is that, for example, you might have a negative year. You might have a very long period that the market is just not moving. Maybe inflation is high, the interest rates are high, people are moving their money into bonds and into yields and into DXY or dollars, for example. But then if you think about it long term, you can see for these 7 years, the average return is almost 19% a year. And if you actually weighted it, there are going to be downside where, for example, some months you're going to lose money. But over the long term, if you actually go through enough cycles of the market, you're going to emerge on top profitable. All right. So this is just a little comment that I wanted to make this week to kind of journal it, because it's been again 2 slow weeks, and even last month I'm actually coming from a pretty nasty losing streak. You saw, actually, I showed you in the statistics, I had a losing in on the futures, right? So that was one of my cycles, one of the periods of my strategy where it's actually losing, right? But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep executing, and of course I'm probably going to have a really good month that's going to put me ahead, and that is basically the thing. But the main problem that many traders are going to go through is that on the first sign that something is going wrong, they're going to change. They're going to say, for example, this strategy doesn't work, this mentor doesn't work, he cannot trade, or again, I'm going to go look for a scalping approach to supplement this day trading approach because I'm not making enough from day trading. But if you think about it again, the stock market, again, the S&P is just returning like 10 to 12% a year, even actually less. I'm pretty optimistic to say 12% a year. So if you are a day trader and you try to make that within a month or within a week, you're just having extreme unrealistic expectations. All right. So try to balance yourself out a little bit. Try to just stick to a strategy. And as I always say, for example, this is why my coaching program, I used to do it on a lifetime, and then I used to do it for a month. No, I haven't done really a month, but I'm not doing, for example, monthly, because within a month inside with a coach, or a month inside a streaming service, or whatever thing you're subscribing to, is just not enough. You have to stick to it for 6 to 8 months to go through different cycles of the strategy and different cycles of the trader yourself, because not every month also, the shitty thing about trading is that you have the cyclicality of the market, and you have your own cyclicality, where maybe this month you're going through something bad. For example, last month I'm currently, for example, buying a property, and then there's just so much thing to go. Then you have to do design, then you have to talk to people, then you have to go to banks, blah blah blah. Your trading is naturally gonna suffer because you're not gonna maintain focus. You also have to factor that in. It's pretty unrealistic to be expecting exact same returns every single month. So that's a reflection. Again, basically, think long term, give yourself time, understand that the market is cyclical. 1 month are gonna be good, other months are gonna be bad, other months are going to be slow, but if you stick to it for long enough, it should pay you very well.